Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new concealer from Jaclyn Cosmetics. If that's something you are interested in learning a little bit more about, then make sure you keep on watching, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I really like Jaclyn Cosmetics. I don't know why I'm laughing as I say that, but I genuinely like the brand and a lot of the products that she's put out. And so when she came out with a concealer, I was like, liquid complexion products, let me give it a whirl. So not only did I buy the concealer, but I also bought the foundation, or I shouldn't call it a foundation. I think she refers to it as a skin tint. I'll do a separate review on that, but I really wanted to focus on the concealer for today. We can start off by talking about the packaging really briefly. It comes in this white box with embossed rose gold lettering on it. I think it's really cute. The concealer says it is good for 6 months and it's made in the US of A. And for anyone who is curious, I did pick up the shade Fair Light Yellow. And because old age is catching up with me, I'm gonna put on my glasses to read the following. This buildable medium to full coverage concealer visibly brightens, blurs, and flexes with skin for a flawless finish all day long. So that's the claim of the concealer, and I'll be honest with you, I've used this a few times so far just so I can get the hang of it and give you a little more of a holistic review rather than just the first impression. I also wanted to give myself a little bit of time so I can get used to the application, how it sits on my skin, and I also wanted to see how it wears all day long. Before we dive into the application, I should let you know that I did exfoliate my skin really well last night using an acid. I just wanted to make sure I had the best canvas possible to work with as I filmed this video, and I just have skincare on my skin at the moment. Having said all of that, I think it is time to bring you in a little bit closer and we're gonna get to applying this concealer. I've got you in, I think, as close as I am able to get at the moment, and I'll tell you straight off the bat, I am going to apply this concealer one side at a time because I find it dries down so quickly, and when it dries down it becomes near impossible to blend out. So I'm going to work as quickly as I can, but I'm hoping that you will be able to see every step of the process. Oh, and I should say I am going to use the Beauty Blender to blend it out because I use the Beauty Blender for everything. So here we go. I'm applying it in the area I would normally apply my concealer in. So just underneath my eye area so I can get a little more coverage and even out the redness of my skin. And this is, oh gosh, this is where I get a little frustrated, but I am going to do the very best that I can. I'm going to keep blending, but I don't know if you can really see this clearly on camera, but I've got lots of patchiness happening around here. It's like the product is just getting absorbed into my Beauty Blender rather than staying on my skin. I mean, I am getting some coverage, but it's looking very, very patchy, which is frustrating. Let me pull back a little bit. Okay, so here you can see the concealer applied to one side of my face, and then here is the other side of my face with nothing but my skincare. So there's definitely coverage. I mean, I'm not denying that. There's a lot of pigment in this product, but it's very difficult to blend out. Even if you're working quickly, I find it's just so patchy, and there's a lot of product that gets lost in the Beauty Blender. I think that's about the best I can get this side at the moment. It's making me look a little scaly, not exactly the flattering type of finish that you really want from a concealer. Now, I did want to give this a shot in terms of applying some foundation down and then applying the concealer on top just to see if there's a difference. So what I'm going to do now is apply one of my favorite foundations. I'm going to my good old Dior, and I'm going to put that on this side of my face, and then we're going to apply the concealer on top. Foundation is on, and now we're gonna go in with the concealer exactly the same as I did on this side. So I'm not using a lot, just as much as I would need. So just a smidge, just like that. Again, trying to work a little quick here. So going back in, trying to blend it out. And there we have it. So I've got a little bit of concealer on top of my foundation. What do we think? So again, just to remind you, foundation and concealer on this side. And then on this side, it's just the concealer. What do we think? And when I'm looking down, I'm just looking at my monitor so I can make sure I'm in focus. And what I'm also seeing on my monitor is that I look really different on camera. When I'm seeing this in person, I'm seeing a lot more. So on this side over here, obviously there's no foundation, so it's gonna be a little less in terms of coverage. I mean, with just one layer, I'm not really liking it because I can see where all of the patches are. The redness is peeking through, and it's certainly accentuating a lot of the dryness on my skin, if there's even any dryness left, or a lot of the texture. Maybe that's a better word. It's accentuating a lot of the texture. So not exactly thrilled on this side. And then over here, as I'm looking at it, I mean, I really love this foundation, and I know it works well with most of the concealers that I have in my collection, which isn't a lot because I don't use a lot of concealers anymore. But with this one here, it just feels like it's very, very cakey. I see it once again accentuating a lot of texture, especially in this area here. And to me, it was still difficult to blend out. It wasn't as creamy as what I would have expected this product to be. Okay, I think this is about as close as I can get while staying in focus. So there's the one side of my face that has the concealer and foundation. And then here's the other side with just the concealer. Let's continue giving this a shot because maybe it'll redeem itself a little bit. I am gonna try to build up the coverage on this side. So just on the concealer side, no foundation. And again, I'm just using the same technique. So just a little bit of concealer. I'm not going ham here. Whoops, because if I were, this would not blend out. Okay, come on. I know you got this. Okay, do you see this as I'm blending? I hope you can see this. The patches, like all of the product, again, is getting absorbed into my beauty blender, and that normally doesn't happen with my concealers. As you can probably see, it's not looking fantastic at all. It is now highlighting even more of my texture. It does not look good. You can probably tell where this review is going, and unfortunately it's not moving in a great direction. This concealer just isn't for me. I'm not saying it's a bad product because maybe somebody else will have a lot more success using it, but for me, on my skin, it just doesn't work. I don't know how to get it to blend any better. I tried to work as quickly as I can. I'm still not sure why my beauty blender is picking up so much of the product and not laying it down on my skin. I don't have that problem with any of the other concealers that I'm using. Again, I don't know where I'm going wrong with this. And sometimes it's not about the user, it's about the product. And for me, this just isn't it. And that's gonna do it for this review. Now it's your turn. Let me know what you think. Are you a fan of Jaclyn Cosmetics? Have you tried any products? And did you pick up this concealer? I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, you know the drill. Give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you feel like keeping up with me outside of YouTube, you are more than welcome to follow me on all of my social media video, which is linked for you in the description box down below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you are all having a wonderful day no matter where you are. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!